Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sal Post. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Chatterboxes in the house. Hope everyone is doing fine. Everyone's enjoying their day. Good afternoon, Grayo. How you doing? Thank you so much. Let me have a look. See if my connection is good. Is my connection good? Good. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Good to have you guys here. Can you hear me, number one? Can you hear me? I know yesterday people couldn't hear me. I got my mic sorted out and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys can hear me nice and clearly. So what you guys been up to? What's going on? Please, guys, before you start, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. That'd be brilliant if you guys can do that. Thank you so much, Grail, for confirming. John O'Connell, how you doing? Yeah, Rabiot. We're going to speak about Rabiot. Rabiot's wages are too high, but Rabiot wants to come to the Premier League. What can we do? We all want things, don't we? We all want things, but we can't have everything we want. Rabiot wants to come to the Premier League, and he doesn't care which club it is. Big up the Chatterboxes, of course. Big up everyone in the house. Big up the early birds. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. You're absolute legends. You are absolute legends. Let me have a look. Good day, Sal, and the legends in the chat. Good day, D-Hub Sports. How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for joining me today. I've been in a bit of a crazy one today. I've been talking on Twitter. I've been going back and forth on Twitter with people about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, of all people. Can you believe it? We're still talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Goodness me, when are this fan base, they're going to listen that, you know, it didn't work with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It didn't work. We love him as a player. As a player, he's always going to be a legend. But as a manager, he just didn't quite have it, did he? You know, that's not to say that Ten Hag is the guy. Ten Hag is the main man. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying that Ole wasn't. You know what I mean? There is multi-layers to this whole thing, isn't it? You know, and he wasn't that guy. I know people getting a little bit nostalgic, thinking about Ole versus Ten Hag. Come on, move on, guys. Move on. At the end of the day, guys, that's absolutely. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. Big up. Big up, D-Hub Sal, D-Hub Sports equals Admiral Drex. Is that your new name, Admiral Drex? Or is this another account run by yourself, my friend? Nice name, D-Hub Sports. Absolutely big up D-Hub Sports and all the crew, Admiral Drex, the absolute legends in the chat, of course. Now, yeah, I've been going backwards and forwards in regards to this, in regards to what is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer better than Ten Hag and this and that? And, you know, I'm just not even in the mood for it. I was like, you know, goodness me, that is the past, you know what I mean? Bringing up the past, you know, it's like these people just love to reminisce and start getting all emotional about the past. And I'm like, mate, you know what I mean? Because, you know, and especially when they bring up those old tweets. They bring up those old tweets from the past, you know, when we were talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back in the days when I had less grey hairs and I was a younger lad, you know, all those years ago, you know what I mean? So they keep bringing up the older ones. So, you know, it made me feel a bit nostalgic as well. So I started going through old videos of Man United and stuff. My old videos of me talking about, you know, funny enough, there's never really anything positive in the last 10 years. I tried to find a positive video. I couldn't find one, to be honest with you. Maybe the FA Cup final ones and stuff like that. But yes, absolutely, guys. D-Hub Sports is my channel. Big up D-Hub Sports. Don't forget to subscribe to D-Hub Sports, guys. I will subscribe right after. Thank you for letting me know. D-Hub, big up yourself. I need Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane doesn't want to come to the Premier League, my friend. He's never wanted to come to the Premier League. Even as a player, he didn't want to come to the Premier League. At the end of the day, he doesn't feel it. If he's not feeling it, you know, we can't force him to come to the Premier League at the end of the day. Good manager. Don't know how he do at Man United in this kind of mess that they're in. He's never had to face something like that, has he? Really, basically. It's the revision. They make me laugh. At the end of the day, do you know what? You know, it's like, yeah, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he done well in patches. He came second anyway, 20 points behind Man City. But when it came to the crunch, at least Ten Hag got us through finals. At least he won a couple of finals. Well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer couldn't get us through to a final. He didn't win a trophy, and that is the biggest downfall at the end of the day. If you can't win a trophy as a manager, then there's nothing for you. We all know that Erik Ten Hag would have been sacked if he didn't win against Man City in that FA Cup final. We know that. It's all about winning the final. If you win the final, then that's a big bonus on your side. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, this obviously, as you said, revisionism and this hypothetical scenarios that they keep creating in their head that, you know, if he was given the backing, if he was this, if he had this backing, if, you know, let's go back to counter-attacking football. Let's not challenge Arsenal and Man City. Let's go back to counter-attacking football. All that business, you know what I mean? It's just crazy at the end of the day. So I want to talk about briefly about Eric Ten Hag and his clause in his contract. Apparently, you may have heard this from other fan channels that Ten Hag has a huge release clause in his contract that if he gets sacked, Man United would have to pay an almost double figures of a compensation fee to Eric Ten Hag, especially right now, because I believe his wages are around 13 million a year. So they would have to pay him a huge amount of money for the 2 years, of course. So, it doesn't look like Ten Hag's going to go anywhere too soon. I believe that they're going to test the waters, see how he does. And I'll give it till Christmas to see how it is and how everything is. Of course, we can't be overzealous, but we also have to be patient as well. And we have to believe in this process. And we have to try and just be calm. If we lose to Southampton, then it might get a little bit too much. It might get a bit too much to handle in regards to the fan base and the media and stuff like that. It would have been great, guys. Ili Zekova is good. Yeah, he's a good player. There was a little bit of a rumour after at the end of the transfer window that we were going to go after him, but nothing really materialised, did it? So, I don't know whether we will be interested next summer, or during the transfer window. One thing about the transfer window, though, is that Christopher Vivell will be staying for the transfer window in January. Does that mean that Man United are going to be signing some players in January? Because why would they want to keep Vivell for January, so this is good news. Of course, Vivell works with Salzburg and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's a great, it's a good thing at the end of the day. It's a positive noise at the end of the day in regards to Vivell. And Christopher Vivell is very good at his job, and hopefully he's already brought through Kone. Some people say it's him. You know what I mean? He's already got Kone. We've already got Chida Martin. And in regards to Chida Martin deal is imminent. No one knows an exact day, but I believe that everything has been set, everything has been agreed. So Chida Martin should be announced as a Manchester United player very, very soon. Of course, he's on a free transfer. So at the moment, he can still sign right now at the end of the day, guys. Grayo, Andrew Gomez to return to United. His contract up this season. Hurry up, Chido. Grayo, can I just say this, right? You can go back to my old videos, just write down Stretford Post, Gomez. I rated Gomez, and I did say in one of my videos, it's going to come back to haunt us that we got rid of him. I don't think we gave him enough of a chance. I don't think we did. I felt like he was a very skillful player. I think under someone like Eric Ten Hag, he would have done really, really well. But I applaud the guy. He went abroad. He's done so well, And you know what? He's come up. He's come back, and I wish him nothing but the best. Can Man United go in for him? Do you know what I mean? It's going to be difficult to get him back at Manchester United after the way we kind of treated him and kind of forced him out of the club a little bit, isn't it? But, you never know what happens. Would that be good? Is it good to go back? Lowe's, Openda, here we go. Openda, who's Openda? Openda, appendix, hopefully not, but definitely here we go for Openda. Definitely, whatever Irfan says, it is the truth, my guy. It is the truth. Absolutely. Definitely, yeah. In regards to Gomez, yeah, very, very proud of him. Pleased for him because I supported him back in the day when he played for Man United. I was very excited about his talent. His technical abilities were brilliant. And I just feel like he's so underrated, and I don't think he was given a fair crack at the whip, in my opinion, at the end of the day. In regards to Casemiro, Casemiro has said that he does not want to leave Manchester United, and he's not willing to leave Manchester United. So basically wants to see out his contract until the very bitter end, guys. So at the end of the day, he's not going to be leaving anytime soon. And I don't think we should get rid of Casemiro now because we do need him, subject to popular belief. All these people saying they're Casemiro. For who? At the end of the day, for who? If we get rid of Casemiro, we're going to be so short in midfield. We're leaving it fine. We're cutting it really fine. At the end of the day, we've got Europa League, we've got FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League. You do have to have a squad at the end of the day, guys. You do have to have a squad. And if we get rid of Casemiro, it's going to be a bit of a bad one, isn't it? Because if someone gets injured, we are in a bit of trouble. We haven't got McTominay anymore, guys. We haven't got, and then we wouldn't have Casemiro as well. Then we're relying on Eriksen and Mason Mount, and we know their injury record. Do you know what I mean? And Collier, of course, as a young player. Hayden, how you doing, my friend? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a fabulous Thursday, you guys. I'm giving him the whole season. His two most expensive signings haven't played. Two of them had their first starts against Liverpool. Think fans need to be relaxed and work out the issues. Oh, Angel is free. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I agree with Hayden. I absolutely agree. There's a lot of people on Twitter, on this space, or who are who are talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and you know, comparing Eric Ten Hag to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I've been at it all day. People have been bringing up old tweets, you know, calling me a hypocrite, you know, because I didn't support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let's get this clear, right? I supported Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all the way up to the 3rd season. That's when I started to get my doubts, right? And if Ten Hag doesn't do well this season, all the way to the end of the season, then I'm going to have my doubts too. It's the 3rd season. Things should be working now. Things should be materializing. At the end of the day, Hayden Pro is absolutely right. You know, we do have to be patient. We do have to think about the players coming in. Do you know what I mean? We do have to think about that at the end of the day. So, you know, we have got a lot of players to come back. We haven't even got a striker. We ain't got a left back at the moment. Still to now, we still, even last season, we didn't have that. Let's not forget we had no left back, no left-sided player all last season. And people tend to forget these things, don't they? Because it doesn't fit the narrative, does it? It doesn't fit their anti-Ten Hag narrative, of course. Do you know what is a mark of a really smart person? Is someone who can reminisce and look at it in hindsight and say, do you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. Do you know what I mean? And these people don't do it. Unfortunately, they keep bringing up the past, bringing up old managers, blah, especially the Ole crowd. It's madness at the end of the day. They're creeping up again. And at the end of the day, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will always be a very, very good player, a legend for Manchester United. He gave me the best moment as a Manchester United fan. Let's not forget that. But at the end of the day, as a manager, he just didn't cut it. And he set us back years, in my opinion. Irfan, obviously Live set up Penda a attack. Are we going to get a Penda? I don't think we can get anyone right now, my friend. We can't buy anyone until January. Live set up Penda, he is France, very good attack. His problem is the price. Yeah, exactly. We can't buy him. We can't buy anyone at the moment, my friend Irfan. I know you have very expensive taste, Irfan. You have a lot of very, very, very expensive taste. I know you want the Napoli, Kedia. I know you want Nico Williams. I know, but you know what I mean? We need to win a serious lottery to get these players, my guy. Unless you're incredibly rich, unless you're a billionaire yourself, Irfan, I don't think we're going to be getting those players anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? As nice as it sounds, we can't afford 50 million right now. We just about got Ugarte through the door at the end of the day. Ugarte's just about signed for Man United, just about. Do you know what I mean? And it's not a full deal. Do you know, we didn't pay cash, did we? Fully. So at the end of the day, look, you know, I don't think we'll be signing anyone until obviously the end of the season or the January transfer window. One positive bit of noise is obviously Christopher Favell. As I said, Christopher Favell staying is great, you know, and that means that, you know, that means that we got plans for the winter. So let's see what happens from now to January. Who knows what's going to happen? Is that a sign? Is that a sign? Is that a sign of signings? Is that a sign of change of manager if Favell stays? You know, maybe they're planning, maybe you don't know what's going on. But one thing I would say, and I'm not going to speculate and say anything sinister, right? They're not going to sack Ten Hag. Ten Hag's on 13 million a year, right? He's going to earn around 20 odd million if he does get sacked, right? At the end of the day. They're not going to sack him. They backed him, and we should back him as well. And we should give him until the end of the season. As Hayden said, some of us will give him till Christmas because we'll know what's going on by then. We'll know whereabouts we're going to finish in the league. We know what injuries we got and what the situation is. Hopefully, we're in the latter stages of the Europa League. Hopefully, we're in the latter stages of the FA Cup. And hopefully, we're in the League Cup latter stages as well. You never know. Things can change in football very, very quickly. With the football crowd, football is very fickle, you know. I know football is tribal. And I know that people love their opinions and they love the tribalism with certain players, with certain managers. And unfortunately, that would never change. And that's the problem with VAR as well, because, you know, the teams that it favours, they're never going to turn around to a VAR and say, that was the wrong decision. Even though it benefited us, that was the wrong decision. Even though it is God sent that they need to do that, they need to unite. But at the end of the day, look, my opinion is, keep Ten Hag, see how it goes. If he wins the next 4 games, you know what I mean, as I said, football is fickle. And then, you know, we can move on from there, guys. And, you know, it will be better. And there'll be more positivity within the fan base again. Because at the moment, I just feel like this negativity is creeping in again from the same old crowd, from the same negative guys that are saying that because they're worshipping their opinions. They think their opinion's right. And my opinion's wrong. Your opinion's wrong. They just want to be right at the end of the day. At the moment, I just want a successful Manchester United. That's all I want at the end of the day. Irfan. What about next year transfer for Man United? We'll have to wait and see. Lots can happen in the next year, my friend. Lots can happen. New players will come up. New players will come on the horizon and stuff like that. And, you know, you never know who's going to be the next down the line. For me, Man United is EPL down the had another next transfer window. For me, Man United is in EPL down my had. I'm not sure quite what you mean there, fans. Sorry, bro, but I'm not sorry. Just if you translate that for me a little bit, that'd be great. Come on, guys, please smash the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much, Grayo, as usual. Thank you, my friend. Just keep smashing the like buttons. Keep subscribing to the channel. That would be very, very helpful for the channel, guys. Please keep doing that. Absolutely. And we're building, we're getting new things going on all the time on this channel, and we're going to end up having loads of brilliant material coming on, and I'm going to get all you guys involved. Of course, you guys are the originals, you're the elites, you know what I mean? So guys, thank you so much for joining me today on Chatterbox. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, the great thing about football is football can change. It can change within the blink of an eye, almost, really. Well, it can change within one game. At the end of the day, if we play Southampton, we win 5-0, people are going to start saying, wow, look at that. Great, you know, we're scoring goals and stuff like that. It'd be brilliant, do you know what I mean? And that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of it at the end of the day, is that football is fickle and football can change all the time. We know that, don't we? So at the end of the day, be positive and just try and believe in this process, guys. Randy, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Good afternoon, Sal, and everyone who liked the channel. Thank you so much, Randy, you legend. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I really appreciate you guys. Absolutely, really appreciate you guys a lot, guys. So yeah, look, at the end of the day, there's a lot going on. Of course, there's things that are going on about his sacking and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, and I don't like this talk. It's something I don't like doing. Do you know what I mean? It's something I don't like doing. I don't like talking about. I don't like talking about. Goodness me, I'm going to finish the stream in a minute. Oh goodness me. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, God, I just saw something. No worries. Oh my goodness me, and I'm still here. Don't worry. Yeah, so I don't like the talk about sackings and stuff like that. I don't like that. At the end of the day, I don't like to talk about people losing their jobs. I don't like that. Yesterday we had the situation where. Thank you, Grayo. Thank you so much, my friend. You absolute legend. Thank you for posting it. Thank you so much for that, mate. Thank you. You're absolute legend. You're absolute great person. You're a great person. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely. So, you know what? I've been looking at Twitter, and you know, sometimes you just feel like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. The same people. I missed the clause part. The clause part, in regards to the clause in Eric Ten Hag's contract, if he was to be sacked at Manchester United, he would, Ineos would have to pay him in the region of 15 to 20 million. He's 13 million a year, 2 seasons. So I believe the agreement is around 20 million if they sack him. It could be double figures if they do sack him, of course. So that doesn't look like it's going to happen to anytime soon, guys. It doesn't look like he's going to be sacked anytime soon. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. I missed the part. Yeah, Rasta Stacks, how you doing? See you back. Let's see if my thing is coming on. Am I back? Am I back? Absolutely, am I back? Big up yourselves, big up yourselves. Yeah, at the end of the day, big up Rasta. What did you say? The whole sacking the manager came from Jamie Carragher. I really don't like that guy. He needs to keep his mouth shut. Absolutely, Rasta Stack. You spoke my mind right there. He's always got something to say about Man United. Now, people will say, oh, Graham Souness didn't say anything bad about Maino. Yes, he did. He did say it. Stop trying to downplay it. He has no right to talk about Manchester United. Absolutely not. He has no right to talk about Manchester United. And neither does Jamie Carragher. They've always got this sarcasm about them, this self-righteousness is about them. They've always got this, you know, going on and stuff. And at the end of the day, I'm fed up with these scousers talking about our club. At the end of the day, we're going to be back. Don't worry about that. We will be back. Let's not worry. And we will make it sweet for them. We will make it sweet for them. We will make sure that we rub it right in their faces, guys. Right in their faces. We'll make sure. Because at the end of the day, they're loving it. You think they're loving it? You think they're hating this? They love it. They absolutely love it and they're enjoying it. Tell Carragher when he wins a title, then he can talk. Because he hasn't won a title as far as I'm concerned at the end of the day. So he just needs to pipe down a little bit. Hi mate, hi Rasta, yes, big up Rasta in the chat, big up Grayo, big up my friends. Maria, Ten Hag will never win the Premier League and trophy until the change in his gameplay and never play attacking game. At the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens and what materialises this season. Anything can materialise this season, of course. Anything can happen at the end of the day. You don't know what can happen, guys. at the end of the day. You know, he might go on a run. He might win a few games. But yeah. So at the end of the day, we have to wait and see, guys. It's very early to make that assumption that he's not going to win anything. At the end of the day, some things take time. When Ten Hag took over Man United from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, coincidentally, you know, things were a mess. Everything was a mess. You know, everything was a complete utter mess at the end of the day. And So yeah, guys. So yeah. I'll wait till the end of the season. If it is, guys, I will wait till the end of the season, and I'll see what happens at the end of the season, to be honest with you. Yeah, he has to get results, and results on the pitch is what matters the most, guys. Absolutely, it's what happens. Let me read this. Big up Grayo, big up Rasta Stacks, big up my friends. Sal, a long way off, but you're starting 11 against Southampton. My starting 11 against Southampton obviously depends on who's fit, of course, but if everyone is fit, my starting 11 will be Masraoui, De Ligt, right centre-back, Licha, left centre-back, Harry Amas or Murray, left-back. I wouldn't play players out of position. I don't think Dalot does well on the left-back. I'm just saying that. That's my opinion in regards to that. I'll play Mainu and I'll play Casemiro as the centre midfielders. I don't think Ugarte will be back, but if he's back, I will play Ugarte. But Mainu in that midfield with Casemiro or Ugarte. I would have Bruno as the number 10. I would have Garnacho as a left midfielder. I would have probably Ahmad as the right midfielder, and I have if Rasmus is back, fantastic. Rasmus up front. If not, it'd be Xerxes for me. Not much choice when you think about it. Lots of players out at the moment, and we can't. At the end of the day, you know, we still haven't got our full team. And this is another thing. We haven't got our full team still. You know, still we haven't got the full team. But that team right there, regardless who we play against Southampton, should be good enough to defeat Southampton, in my opinion. It should be good enough to defeat Southampton. Absolutely. That's what it should be. We shouldn't be losing. We shouldn't be drawing to Southampton. Our second team should defeat Southampton, guys. And I believe we will beat Southampton. Absolutely believe we'll beat Southampton. And I believe we'll beat convincingly as well. That's what we need to do. Greetings, Jim. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope everything is I hope the world is treating you good, my friend. I hope everything is doing great. Greetings, brother. Nice to see you live. Thank you so much for joining me. Nice to see you live as well. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, what's his name? Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you. Nice. Or nice to see you live. Absolutely. Brilliant. But it's good to have you here, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes it's better to stay away from social media because we do have this very toxic thing going on the media. We have this section of fans who are just looking at the past. Only going to social, they call them homosexuals and stuff like that. That's what they call them, don't they? And it's madness at the end of the day. And yeah, it's best to stay away sometimes. I'm doing great, Andrew. But yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Just been keeping myself very busy. Nothing in the way news-wise of Man United apart from Eric Ten Hag's contract, Casemiro not wanting to leave. And also Antony said he wants first-team football. It's something that Manchester United cannot offer Antony at the moment. So what do we do with Antony at the end of the day? Antony, of course, had rumours that he was going to go to Turkey yesterday. Nothing materialised, of course. So in regards to Antony, we cannot offer him first-team football. So what will you do with Antony? Myself would keep him, and he has to fight for his place at the end of the day. Ahmad has just got into the team. Ahmad was left out of the team, against Liverpool. I'm sure he'll come straight back into the squad against Southampton, in my opinion. And he should, to be honest with you, he should. Rabiot, who is on a free transfer, wants to play in the Premier League. Rabiot has openly said that he would like to play in the Premier League, regardless who the team is. Now, do we really want to play a player like that? Or do we want a player who's dedicated to playing for Manchester United only? At the end of the day, there are rumours that Rabiot could go to Aston Villa, of all teams. Can you believe it? It could go to Aston Villa. Can they afford these wages at the end of the day? Could it happen? I'm not too sure it could happen at the end of the day. I don't think Rabiot's on a free transfer. He's going to go somewhere, of course, but I'm not sure he's going to come to the Premier League. If he goes to Aston Villa, it's all power to Aston Villa, because Aston Villa, it will strengthen them in regards to their midfield. They're already looking pretty good at the moment as well. Emery's done a fantastic job at Aston Villa, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. Rasta Stacks. I would get the vintage kit like that. Where can I get one live in New York? Are you in New York, Rasta Stacks? You're in New York. My brother lives in New York. I'm not too sure where you can get one, but if I reach, let me tell you this: if I reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season, I will give it to you. I'll give it to you, my friend. I'll give it to you. Let's have a look. Fingers crossed for Ugarte and Rasmus. Amas and Collier should be given a chance against Southampton. Absolutely, Grayo. I believe that because we can't get any more worse than we were at Liverpool. If it was me, I would have punished a lot of those players and dropped them and bring in some youngsters. It's exactly what Sir Alex Ferguson would have done. It's exactly what he would have done. Jim, afternoon, mate. Absolutely, afternoon, my friend. Big up, Randy. Antony will be okay. Yeah, Antony will be okay. He's going to stay at Man United. He's not going anywhere. He's not going to absolutely anywhere. Jim, good afternoon to you and Brisbane, Australia. It's 24. Love to meet you. Big up, Jude, Brisbane, Australia. Thank you so much. It's funny, I was watching a program about Australia today. It's funny, I was watching Border Force. You know, when they go on the border and they start, you know, people try and get in the border and stuff like that. It's quite interesting, very interesting. Good afternoon, everyone. And Sal, big up Kazi. Thank you so much for joining the stream. You legend, you legend. Jingo Grato, sorry for the spelling error. Absolutely. This is not Harvard. This is only a stream, guys. Absolutely. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Ejioma. Thank you so much for joining me. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you back, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Still not on 5,000. Jim, good afternoon instead, mate. And nice to meet you. Good afternoon. Yeah, absolutely. Where people are talking from all around the world at the end of the day, all around the world. And now, good afternoon, Sal. And early Everton hard change the style of play for the better for him, and excuses too much. At the end of the day, he's got the next 4 games for me after the international break. There's a bunch of games that are quite tricky. It's going to be interesting to see how he perform. But my advice would be, there's no excuses. My advice would be, no excuses, patience. That's it. That's all we ask for. Just wait. After international break, we'll know a lot. And I guarantee you, we're almost 100% that we are going to surprise a lot of people this season. I believe that. Yes, it's done bad so far. Yes, we haven't started the way we want to start. But things can change dramatically in football. You never know in football. I've seen a lot in football. You never know what can happen. You know, just be patient, guys. Big up Randy, big up Kazi, big up Ijioma, my friend. Did you see the video I sent you? Not yet. Where did you send it to me? Did you send it on Twitter, Ijioma? Exactly, brother. Exactly, Jim. Big up, Jim. Absolutely. Big up, mate. Big up everyone in the chat, guys. Russ the stocks. Right, appreciate it. Absolutely, mate. No problem at all. No problem at all. I'll be happy if we're successful. We're all going to be successful together. I want Man United to be successful. I want you guys to be successful as well. Do you know what I mean? And I wish nothing for the best for Man United, of course. Come on, guys. Special like and a subscribe button. Thank you so much, Gray. You absolute legend. You absolute legend. Thank you so much. Gray, thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Big up, brothers and sisters. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Your email, boss. Oh, my email. Sorry, mate. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't really looked. It's been a long time since you sent it to me, Jim, about your football. Yeah, I remember. I will have a look at it, guys. I will have a look at it. Nutter mean geezer, mate. Nutter mean geezer. Who's a nutter mean geezer? Do you know what I mean? Who is a nutter mean geezer? Don't say that in America. You can't say the word geezer in America. You do know that, don't you? There's some people from America in this chat. You know what I mean? So you can't say that in America, apparently. Yeah, well, I learned the hard way. Kazi, yeah, so big up yourself. So let's think about it logically. Look, we're not going to sell Antony. We're not going to sell Casemiro, not unless they're replaced. If we got Rabiot through the door, maybe Casemiro could leave, but I don't think he's going to leave anytime soon. He's loving it at Man United. He's got a good pay packet. Maybe this little episode with Liverpool will push him on to do better. It will push him on to fight, you know, because at the end of the day, it's the effort that we're missing, and it's these simple things that we're not doing right. It's the simple things. It's the simple things. I see the world from so many sides. So it would be interesting to see Arteta's statistics during his first 3 years at Arsenal. Didn't start too well, if I remember. Exactly. And the only trophy he's won at Arsenal was Emery's team, Grayo. He's only won at Arsenal with Emery's team. Rabiot is said that he wants to come to England. Idioma, he wants to go to a Premier League club. Who that Premier League club is, we don't know. But Aston Villa have apparently are interested in him. So we'll have to see what happens. Jim Watkins, sometimes what we need to do as fans is not let the emotions of defeat rule over our reality. Good times will come, and when they do, we should be grateful. And do you know what? Now, looking back, Jim, you're absolutely spot on. Looking back, when I look back at the 90s and stuff like that, you know what? I just feel like, you know, I wasn't as grateful as I should have been, because we've done so much, you know, and the only time I felt really grateful is in 1999. I was sitting on the beach on my own, thinking about what we just done. I went to the game. I didn't get a hotel. I couldn't get a hotel. Of course, I was unemployed. Went to the Champions League final. We won the league. We won the game 2-1, Champions League. And you know what? I felt very grateful at that moment because I felt like this may never happen again. This may never happen again, and it hasn't happened again. We almost did it in 2008. We wasn't cheated out of the game against Portsmouth, of course. But, you know, when I reminisce about it, you know, and if we do become successful again, I will be incredibly grateful because this 10 years we've been put through the mud, haven't we? We've been put through the mud. I remember Moyes' first season, you know, and I remember when we lost to Man City, and I remember, you know, those days like it was yesterday. I'm thinking, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. I'm not used to this, you know. What country at the moment? I'm in the UAE, Abu Dhabi, Qazi. Hope you're doing well. In the Middle East, I am. I'm originally from London, United Kingdom, Leytonstone to be exactly, East London. So yeah, I'm from there at the moment. So I'm from there, but I'm in the UAE at the moment, in the Middle East, which is Abu Dhabi. Beautiful place in the world. You should visit it. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Big up Jim, big up Grayo, absolutely. We can't keep waiting for injury players to return to having good results. We are united, positive results, always unite positive. Absolutely, Augustin. And against Southampton, we got no excuses. I don't believe we got any excuses. We have no excuses for losing to Southampton. In fact, we have no excuses for actually drawing with Southampton. We need to win against Southampton. Southampton can't score, they can't defend. We need to think about winning against Southampton, of course, guys. Jeremiah, I want to relocate to another country to pursue my career. You can, mate. Keep believing. Speak to the right people. You'll get there, my friend. It took Ferguson a lot of time to accomplish what we accomplished. We will get back to the top. Absolutely, Rasta Stocks. I love the positivity. These need to be reminded. Unfortunately, we have a section of fan bases. What are they, about 12, about 15? They don't understand us, right? There are people out there who do study us, who do study our history, but they don't understand where we came from, and they don't understand how hard it was to win our first title. And we got lucky to win our first title as well. And let's not forget, we came close a few times before. I remember when we lost the league title to Leeds. Do you know what I mean? But when we did win the title, it came very, very close with Villa, and we nearly lost the league title. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, people need to do their research, and they need to be a little bit more patient, guys. Patience. I grew up in Whitechapel. Big up Whitechapel crew. I used to work in Brick Lane, my friend. Brick Lane, I used to work in the power station over there. I've done the rounds. I used to work in there. I used to work in Leadenhall Street, just down the road in an insurance company. It's called Chubb now. I used to work there. If you go down the road, my friend, you go to Chubb, you say Sal. Say Sal. They know exactly who I am. Big up, you didn't see the video, boss? Not yet, my friend. I have been so busy doing these streams, and I've been busy traveling and stuff like that, so I haven't had the chance to look at my email. And I was looking for it a few days ago, and I couldn't see anything. I thought you would have sent it straight away, so I'll have a look after this stream, my friend. I'll have a look. Jim Gray, it's a bit of a positivity and motivation, even for the team, driving positive energy. We need positive energy. If no one's going to give us the positive energy, who's going to give us this positive energy at the end of the day? Do you know what I mean? Look, I'm frustrated. You're frustrated. We didn't want that result, and the weekend, of course we didn't, and against Brighton. But at the end of the day, you know about football. Football can change, and we can move on, of course, guys. Absolutely. Randy, we only finished 8 points outside the top 4 last season. We improved by more than 10 points with our signings. I should get... That's exactly what it is, Randy. And do you know what? Football, as I said, is fickle. People don't look at it like that at the end of the day. If we had our full team together, if we didn't have 60-odd injuries, what would happen? Do you know what I mean? What would happen at the end of the day if we didn't have them off-field issues as well? What would happen? Do you know what I mean? So these people just need to be patient. Being in the UAE on transit to Pakistan a few times, and I absolutely love it. Beautiful place, brother. Did you go to Pakistan? Are you from Pakistan, my friend? I've been to Pakistan a couple of times myself, Lahore, and I've been to Faisalabad. I've been to, where else? I've been to Islamabad as well. Yeah, absolutely. I've travelled, mate. I've travelled around the world, and as Lisa Stanfield once said, I'm sorry, boss, but I can't complete your show today. I'm off to training. I will return. Absolutely, and Gioma, and I will check your video out when I finish the show. Best of luck in training. Remember, always do your best. Run, and keep alert, guy. You get it, man. You get it. I was a defender, by the way. Guys, yeah, absolutely. I've been just holidays. For background is Greek. You went to Pakistan for holidays? My goodness me. Or did you go to UAE for holidays? I don't think you go to Pakistan. Pakistan's a tough place, mate. It's a tough place. I go over there. I do a lot of charity work. I also go over there. I watch the cricket sometimes. I've seen the cricket. I've also done some things for football over there for the youth guys and India. Sal, have always liked your energy, but keep it up and keep it up. I have energy. I've got the energy. I got the poison. I got the energy. Prodigy. I love the Prodigy, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks, boss. Absolutely. Big up to Joma. Cheers, Yoma. Thank you, Randy. Big up everyone in the chat. Just keep it up. I love the energy. We have to keep the energy, Oxen. At the end of the day, if we don't have the energy, who's going to give us the energy at the end of the day? These haters are going to wait in there to hate on us. Whether that's Ten Hag outers, whether that's Ten Hag, doubters, whether that is rival fans or media. They're hating on us. They're ready to pounce like a lion at the end of the day. And we're not going to allow that. Absolutely not going to allow that to happen, because we're going to keep this energy because we believe it. Where are you originally from? London, United Kingdom, my friend. London, United Kingdom. I'm from Leytonstone in East London. Guys, absolutely Leytonstone. My mum is an English woman, a white Caucasian woman from London, from Putney in London. My mum is. And my dad is of Asian descent, but he's been in London since the 60s. So he's been around there. So I'm a little bit curry and chips, if you know what I mean. Curry and chips, if you want to put it like that. But yeah, I was born and raised in Leytonstone, East London, the same as David Beckham, of course, absolutely. Jim, Lahore is a beautiful country. It is a beautiful place, sorry. It is a magnificent place. Have you ever been to the Bargal border? The Bargal border in Lahore is magnificent when you go between India and you go Lahore to India. It's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful, guys. And if you go to, obviously, Defence as well, it's a beautiful place. It's very modern as well. It's the only place I've seen, right, that in KFC, they had blind people working in KFC. You know what I mean? It's incredible. Some things about it. It's busy. It's hustle and bustle. It's a big experience, though. It is a magnificent experience. But go to Islamabad as well. Yeah, 19 in the house. Only 11 likes. Come on, guys. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on, guys? 19 in the house. Only 11 likes. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, on the video. And subscribe if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel. It's very, very important for this channel and the future aspirations of this channel, of course, guys. Been to Wagga border? Absolutely. Yeah, been there a couple of times. Great place to be. It's a brilliant place to be. Traveled a lot. Japan as well. Been around Asia and stuff like that. India and stuff. So Hong Kong I've been to as well in Asia. Yeah, I've traveled the world. Old Sal Z has traveled the world. I've been around and yeah, looking to go to more places in Africa. Looking to go to play. I've been to Tunisia in Africa, but you can't really count that as Central Africa and South Africa, of course, guys. Absolutely not. Hopefully my screen is good. Paul Chowdhury is a proper comedian, too funny. Paul Chowdhury is very funny, absolutely. Very, very funny, Kazi. Very, very funny. Yeah, very funny. Sal, if every Ten Hag like your energy, will we always have good results instead of excuses? Look, if I was in the Manchester United dressing room, I would, goodness me, I would be talking like this all the time. I say, what the hell is going on? Who the hell do you think you are? We are Manchester United. People die for this club. Who do you think you are? These people came all this way to see you play football, and this is the performance you get. This is Liverpool, for God's sake. They're bantering us, for God's sake. Look at Trent Alexander after the match when he was doing that 3 business. Don't worry, Trent. We'll get you back. You know what I mean? We'll get you back. You know what? Football is a funny old game. What's his name? Who said it's a funny old game? Who was that? Who was that guy? Come on, tell me. West Ham guy. Where's the... Yeah, it's a funny old game. Football's a funny old game. So at the end of the day, look, we're going to get you back. Don't worry. We're going to avenge that 7-0 one day. One day, we will avenge that 7-0. Don't worry about that. Randy, I'm so mixed. Got a bit of everything. Asian, African, and European blood running in my veins. I love all the ethnic groups. Absolutely. At the end of the day, what is European? At the end of the day, I mean, I'm English. I'm going to have Nordic. I'm going to have Saxon. I'm going to have all these kind of things going through my veins, of course, like that. So at the end of the day, yeah, we're all mixed in our own way, of course, and that's the beautiful thing about life. It's lovely to see a beautiful nature and explore different countries. Absolutely, mate. It is absolutely, and it's good to visit places that you wouldn't never go. Look, I went to Detroit, right? I used to do music videos. I went to work with D12. You may know D12. From Eminem's group, that Eminem group. I went to Detroit, I filmed a music video, it's called Psycho, and it's online on there, and I filmed the music video myself, and yeah, I couldn't believe, everyone told me about Detroit, how dangerous Detroit is, how bad it is and stuff like that, but then when I went there, I thought it's one of the most welcoming places I've ever been. You see what we're traveling, it really broadens your horizons, doesn't it? It's like going to Liverpool. When you go to Liverpool and you find out, you know, all these people say about Liverpool, all these bad things people say about Liverpool, and you get to Liverpool and you find out it's true. Guys, if you are watching but not clicked the like and subscribe on you please do it now. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Pushing the likes and subscribe buttons, guys. Thank you. You're Bangladeshi, Kazi. Big up the Bangladeshi crew. Big up the Dhaka crew. Absolutely. British Bangladeshi. Absolutely. Big up yourself. I could have guessed you're from Whitechapel, my friend. You know what I mean? I go to Whitechapel a lot. You know what I mean? I probably walk past you in the street. Who knows? I heard Casemiro doesn't want to leave. Yeah, Casemiro, I said it at the beginning of the show that Casemiro wants to see out his contract. He does not want to leave Man United. And would you want to leave Man United on 350 grand a week? But I would say this, he needs to perform. He needs to perform, guys. He absolutely does need to perform at the end of the day. We can't keep carrying these players, especially Casemiro. He's heavy. That is 100% true. Very, very strangely agree with you. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a funny old game. Was Greavesy, that's it. Saint and Greavesy. Absolutely. R.I.P. Greavesy, my friend. Absolutely. I used to love the programs as well he was in. He was a great actor as well. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love it. You know, I love the old school. I love how you interact with the people in the comments. It shows that you genuinely in person, a fan / supporter of the club. I am, mate. I love every single person who you know, who wants to talk to me at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to talk to me. Yeah, I mean, I love people who talk to me. I love Man United fans. I love meeting Man United fans. I love seeing Man United fans from around the world. And your support means a lot to this channel. You know, it gives me a reason. It gives me a reason, you know. And just to talk to Man United fans is great, because that's all I do it for. It's just to talk to Man United fans at the end of the day. And it's great to have you here. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for joining me and your support and everything on top of that, of course. Castle behind Kone if he doesn't improve. Absolutely. Kone is ready, by the way. Kone is ready. Sal, would we make top 4? Yes, we are going to make top 4, Rick. We're going to make top 4. Absolutely certain. I said at the beginning of the season, before the season, that we will make top 4. No doubt. But I've got no doubt in my mind. Absolutely not. I've had people say, don't go to Pakistan, it's not safe, this or that. But when I went, it was absolutely peaceful. It's a peaceful place. And that goes with everywhere in the world. Like, people used to tell me, like, I went to Houston, Texas, right? This is another story. I went to Houston, Texas. And people were telling me, don't go to Houston, Texas. They're really bad over there, blah, blah, blah. It's one of the most hospitable places I've ever been in my whole life. The taxi driver, drove us around for a whole week, no charge. No charge. I couldn't believe it. He goes, look, I don't usually get people from the UK. I don't get usually, you know, tourists coming. You know what I mean? Thank you, Irfan. I know you've been here from the start, my friend. I really appreciate you, Irfan. All of these people, all you guys in the chat, I really appreciate you. You are legends. Do you know what I mean? And we're growing day by day. You know, I started off doing the watch-alongs in the European Championships. Those who were there, they know. And it got really drowsy and it got really late here. Over here, it's 3 hours ahead, of course, and it got really drowsy, absolutely. And thank you everyone who's been joining me and has been coming to these streams and supporting this channel. Thank you so much, guys. Sal, rate these captains out of 10s in terms of success driving off their team forward. Robson, in terms of success, Robson, I can't really pin Robson on trophies as such, because he won a few trophies, but you know, he didn't win he won the title, he won the first title. Because of influence, Robson is a 9.5. I love Brian Robson. I can't say anything. Cantona, a 9.5. A 9.5. Absolutely. Because of the class of 92, what Cantona did for the class of 92 is unmatched. You know, because of the class of 92, have a huge amount of gratitude, show a huge amount of gratitude to Eric Cantona, because he is the reason of class 92. Brian Robson is the reason for our first title, in my opinion. Even though at the latter stages of his career, he started becoming a bench player and stuff like that, you know, during that time. But at the end of the day, he is a 9.5. In regards to who else is there? Keane, I'll give him an 8.5. Absolutely brilliant captain. I could even give him a 9.5 as well, because he won us the treble. At the end of the day, he brought us through many games. He brought us through that Juventus tie in the semi-final of the European Championship, of course. The Champions League, of course. He brought us through that game against Juve, innit? And without Keno in that game, I don't think we would have really won that game, to be honest with you. Absolutely immense. Absolutely immense. In regards to Bruno, he hasn't won the league. I do feel sorry for him somewhat. I would give him about a 7 at the moment. A 6 or 7. I don't think he's quite got to the level that we should be at as Man United, but still a 6 or 7. He's just above average, in my opinion, as a captain. in my opinion. He hasn't been there as a captain long enough as well, in my opinion. Hayden, you have faith that Ugarte will help us see how Ten Hag wants to play, and you watch how we will force the teams into their own box and the match. Hayden, I absolutely agree with you. I think at the end of the day, Hayden, I think that when Ugarte is the missing piece of the puzzle, I believe he is the missing piece of the puzzle. And I believe when he comes back, it's going to be a different story for Manchester United. I believe that. I'm just looking forward to it because I know that things are going to change. You know, I know that things are going to change. I just envision it. I just see it. Now, I think that Ten Hag's got the grip between his teeth. I think he'll get his players back. I think there will be like fitness. Obviously, fitness will be better. Match fitness will be better. Cantona, fantastic captain, my friend. I couldn't disagree with that. An absolute legend, Cantona. Absolutely. During the 90s, what Cantona did for us, absolutely. He was an absolute legend, my friends. Absolute legend. What he did for the class of 92, what he did during the double season in 96. I even liked it when he done that, what he did at Crystal Palace with the kick. I loved it because it showed he had pride. It showed that he fought for his family and his loved ones. You know, and when he done that, I thought, good. Even though it cost us the league title that season, I liked it. It still gives me a tingle down my spine when I see it. Because I know what that guy was saying, and I know exactly, you know, how Eric Cantona felt. Good on him. Good on him. Funny Aardvark, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining the stream. Nice stream. Hopefully you become successful. Thank you so much, Funny Aardvark. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. You know, we keep it real on this channel. No sensationalism, no abuse, nothing like that. It's all about laughs, and it's all about supporting the team and speaking with constructive criticism. Not anger and not swearing in front of a camera to make yourself look big and make yourself look hard and stuff like that. We're none of that. Do you know what I mean? We are all about real football opinion on this. And these people in this channel, these guys in these comments, they know their game. They know the game inside out, guys. For me, Roy Keane is the best captain. Rasta Starks, you know what? It's like this. Do you know what I mean? Those captains, when you talk about Keane, Robson, Cantona, they're always like that, isn't it? And where is that captain now? You know, where do we get that captain now? Where is it? You know, we ain't got that leadership anymore. We haven't had that leadership for a while now, and we're missing that type of leadership. Jim, Ugarte is a great signing, but we need players to do the bit around him. Something has to change in the club for the next few weeks. Good times are coming. We've got to be of faith. Absolutely, Jim. I do think that we need a few tweaks in the formation in regards to the way we play. I think we are a little bit too open, but hopefully Ugarte will fix that. Ugarte will fix that and it will work. We all hope that it will. And of course, like we've got a lot of new players against Liverpool. We had Xerxes, we had De Ligt, of course, who were not match fit. They have not had no pre-season as well. Let's not forget that. So at the end of the day, look, in a couple of weeks, we will know much more about our team, where we are going, because they will be fitter, they will be stronger, of course. Excellent, positive, absolutely. Jim is always positive, legend of the chat, absolutely. De Ligt has captain and becoming a vocal leader captain, absolutely. So does Licha Martinez, in my opinion. I think he has captain material as well. I think Licha can there you go, Daniel Billard. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome back, Daniel. Hope you're doing well. Absolutely, I think Licha as well. I think he's got that about him. Even Ugarte could end up being a captain. You never know what happens in the future, innit? Excellent positivity. Do you know what? It's a balance, Grail. Grail, you remember at the weekend, we were watching the game. And you know what? We were really upset. We were really upset. But we know that, you know, what's going on at the club. We know there's a lot of changes. We know there's a lot of players who are not fit. You know, and at the end of the day, we calm down. We don't carry it on all week, screaming our head off and F this, F that, you know what I mean? Which doesn't help anyone. At the end of the day, let's wait. Let's see what happens. Southampton must win game. That's it. Simple as. If Ten Hag foul, we have to be positive result in the next 4 games. I don't really know how long we should give him. I myself, if I'm giving it a stretch, it depends on the next 4 games after the international break. That is what it is. Because those 4 games, we've got Southampton, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace and Spurs, right? Now, it depends what happens in those 4 games. If we lose those 4 games in a row, then you're going to have to say, well, you know, maybe he's not the guy. You know, if we get 9 points out of the 4, then you're going to say, yeah, that's all right. I will be aiming for about, in those games, I will be aiming for about 8 to 10 points. What was it? For 3, 6, 9, 12. I would say, yeah, I'll say 3, 6, 9. I'll say about 10 points would be good. I would. 10, 11, I think. Great, appreciate it. Big up, Jim. Big up yourself. Ugarte will help us play a higher line. I don't think we have seen much of that this season. Absolutely. And what Ugarte would do, he will also help the attacking players. He will also help the Armads of this world, the Garnachos of this world, because we'll have him at the back. We'll have him at the back. And one thing about Ugarte, he's not scared of the ball as well. He's not scared of the ball. He knows how to take the ball. He's not like McTominay, who hides away from the ball. He takes the ball. He brings the ball forward, a bit like Roy Keane, of course. We were sick after that drubbing. Absolutely, it was horrible. It was horrible. You know, and I had to sit all the way through it. I wanted to turn off the stream. I had to sit through it. I had to be professional. I had to sit through it. But, you know, I'm the sort of guy who never used to leave the stadium. I used to stay in the stadium until the very end. You know, I've been at some bad games, you know, and I stayed at the stadium until the very end. Jim, thanks to you. Also, Stretford Gamer. I stay up late, 1 a.m., 12 a.m. sometimes just to watch games. Here in Australia, we have Aussies have it hard. Absolutely. I rate the Aussie crowd. Stretford Gamer is the other guy, of course. Stretford Gamer comes in the chat sometimes. Big up Stretford Gamer, by the way. Absolutely. Big up the Australian, massive. Big up Australian crew. Big up Australia. You know what? I have to watch when it's the Champions League. We're 4 hours ahead of England. So when it's like the Champions League or the Europa League and we kick off at 8, it kicks us at 12, doesn't it? It's hard, but you guys get it even harder, guys. Absolutely, you guys get it absolutely harder. I have nothing but respect and love for you guys. Sorry I mentioned it, but that's all right, Jim. I know Stretford Gamer, by the way. He comes on this channel. Big up Stretford Gamer, Stretford Gamer TV. We shouldn't, but because of how open we are, I think because Ugarte needs to play. But personally, I'd play without a 10. We should play 6 and 2 8s. We can even play Casemiro and Ugarte. We might give Mainu a break as well. Maybe that will solidify the midfield a little bit if we could do that. If we could play Ugarte and Mainu and Casemiro, it would be very solid. And it'd be interesting to see how Casemiro responds with another defensive player next to him. That would be, and it'd be good to rest Mainu. We are burning him out, of course. He's playing at this today as well. He's playing this weekend against Ireland in the Nations League, of course. No rest for the wicked for him. No worries, my friend. Sal, I've calmed down since Sunday. Absolutely, we both calmed down, isn't it? We both calmed down. We calmed down pretty quickly, though, didn't we? To be honest with you, we did. To and Sal, we shouldn't count on Eriksen and Casemiro as midfielders. We shouldn't plan and play without them. Do you know what? You got a point, Rick. At the end of the day, we got Collier coming through. I'm very excited about Collier. I don't know about you. I'm very excited about where he goes. At the end of the day, I can't wait to see Collier play a little bit more games because I was impressed with him when he came on. I wasn't impressed with Casemiro leaving the ground though. Funny advert. I actually think this season we will see more of Ten Hag's style play, provided we don't have injuries. Absolutely, fingers crossed, funny advert. This is the whole thing, isn't it? Football's about luck as well. Last season we couldn't catch a break last season. It was difficult last season with 60 odd injuries, of course. I'm looking forward to this season, funny advert. I'm looking forward to it. I'm absolutely really positive about what's going to happen. I actually think we're going to shock a lot of people. And these 2 losses maybe it's going to make people a little bit more, it's going to keep people unaware of what we're going to do. Because I believe that we're going to do something special. Absolutely, guys. Jim, apologies for time. No problem, brother. Thank you for joining the stream. You're a legend. Thank you so much. No problem. Daniel, that's what I said, Sal, and Ugarte is the missing piece for me. Absolute missing piece. I can't wait to see him play. Sal, we should not depend on Ugarte, only should depend on the full teams. We should depend on all of our players as well, guys. Absolutely. We should depend on Collier as well, coming through the ranks. Got to give those young players a chance as well. I believe in him. Hayden Pro, when Casemiro gets the ball, he plays the ball to no one, and then Ugarte gets the ball, he can dribble or find a team out. If we improve by 40% in the midfield, that may improve us in front of goal. Absolutely, Hayden. Do you know what? It just takes that slight little tweak to change everything. I'm looking forward to the defenders as well, De Ligt and Licha with Ugarte, because they can work in that triangle and they can bring the ball forward, and that it helps the whole team, doesn't it? You know, that's why we need a left back. That's why I would play a left footer on the left back, because the balance, it helps with the balance, of course. Please like us, Gaga. Thank you, Gray, you legend. Thank you so much. No, so as in Casemiro. Nah, it's not going to happen. I know I'm dreaming there. But at the end of the day, if we're playing a low block, we could do that. If we're playing like let's say, I know we ain't got Barcelona. If we're playing a Barcelona away, for example. Something like that, around Madrid away, so which we're not going to do anytime soon, of course. These 2 losses hurt Ten Hag Southampton. Beware, absolutely, beware. And I'll tell you one thing what's going to happen against Southampton. Remember these words, guys, before I go today. Remember these words. Man United will smash Southampton. smash Southampton, and then we're going to be more positive. But the test will be when we go to Crystal Palace, when we go to Aston Villa, and we play Spurs at home. That is going to be the test. That is the test for me. We beat Aston Villa last season. Aston Villa will be a very, very hard game. But if we win that game, who knows what the season can bring, guys. Absolutely, absolutely, guys. Yeah, absolute legends. Let me just clear this off. Yes, absolute legends, guys. So, at the end of the day, the main thing is, as I end the show all the time, it's always about being positive. It's always about being optimistic. Cautious optimism, of course. Not to be overzealous. Not to be over-positive. Little bit of everything at the end of the day. Nothing is lost yet. It's only 3 games in the season. We have to believe. If we don't believe, who's going to believe in us, guys? No one else will. Everyone hates us at the end of the day. Hated, adored, never ignored. Remember that. That is Manchester United's motto. Youth, courage, success. They hate who we are. We are better than Aston Villa. Absolutely, Randy. And we beat them last season, and we're going to beat them again at the end of the day. Let's hope we do, Randy. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. You've been absolute legends. The time has flown by. Absolutely flown by, guys. I've absolutely loved it, you know. At the end of the day, look, you know, it's good to concentrate on football. I know that we want signings. I know that we want some more players in there, Rabiot and stuff. But I believe in this team. I believe we will get there. I believe when the match fitness comes, when certain players come back from injury, it's going to be a lot better, guys. I do believe that. Absolutely believe that. Guys, if you could possibly, whenever you go to other channels, whenever you go to other fan channels, please spread the word Stretford Post. Please spread the word Sal from Stretford Post. It'd be great to spread the word. Keep spreading the noise about Stretford Post. That would be good. Patience is a virtue. Absolutely. Rasta Stocks. Absolutely. Patience is a virtue. Absolutely. Good work, Sal. Keep it up. Thank you. I'll try my best. All being well, everything will be well. And don't worry, you know what? We're going to have some good times on this channel. We're going to have a lot of good times on this channel. We won't have an injury crisis, hopefully, Randy. God forbid, touch wood, we won't. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Can't wait to see you tomorrow on Breaking Dawn, early in the morning, of course. I'll be here early, very early. God knows what time it is where you are. Good luck, Randy. Good luck to yourself as well. Thank you, Randy, for joining me. Please don't forget to spread the word, as I said. It's very, very important. Rasmus and Euro back as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing Rasmus as well and Euro. Euro's exciting as well. We've got a squad there. There's lots to be positive about. I haven't even mentioned Rasmus and Euro that much in this show. So, guys, only way is up, baby, as the song goes. Take it easy. Peace.